Matric results will be released on the 22nd of February. Basic Education Minister Angie Motshekga announced this earlier today. That's after her urgent meeting with Education MECs over the leaking of a Matric maths paper on Monday. Our reporter Heidi Giokos joins us now live for more. She's been covering that story. Heidi, before we get into the details around the leaking of the maths paper, do we know what the impact has been today due to the taxi strike?
Well, the department says that it's too early to tell with regards to whether or not there was a serious impact due to this taxi strike here in Gauteng. But the department says that contingency plans were made for any pupils that were affected, any learners that were affected because of this strike. If learners arrived at their writing venues late, they would be accommodated, and there would be a process to facilitate to make sure that every learner gets an opportunity to write, given the fact that there has been kind of a disruption because of this taxi strike. The department also says that they'll only be able to announce how serious this has been in the next coming days, as they're still trying to gather information from the various writing centres. But also they were urging and encouraging those that saw any kind of learner on the street struggling to get into a taxi or struggling to get to a writing centre to assist those learners to get them to the writing centre as soon as possible because of the impact of that taxi strike.
Does the department have any idea how the maths paper was leaked, Heidi?
So the department has gathered some kind of information with regards to what exactly transpired when that maths paper was leaked, but they're unable to pinpoint exactly who needs to take responsibility for this, as it appears as though the maths paper was actually sent via email to Elijah Mahlangu at about 1 in the morning, and this was sent from a university student who indicated that the paper was sent to him by a group of 4 learners asking for help because they are writing maths the next day. So the department is very unclear as to what exactly transpired and where the paper was in fact leaked from. But it seems as though it was initially in Limpopo as well as Gauteng. But now 8 provinces have been affected by this, with Free State being the only province for now, it seems, that has not been affected. But the investigating team has until the 30th of November to conclude its investigation, its first investigation, so the department can determine whether or not there will be a rewrite and how deep the actual problem is of the leakage. But the minister indicating that a rewrite will be the last resort. Let's listen to Minister Angie Motshekga.
We are very disappointed that indeed only when we are a third away, a paper has been leaked, and some learners, with some of the papers we got, the confirmation we got from learners. The paper, and again I think we'll explain how we got to know about the leak, what time we got to know about the leak, and how we really also confirmed in different provinces how the leak had surfaced there. So I really want to conclude by saying that the penalty for offences relating to examinations are very serious, and it really hurts me when adults put children in those difficult situations, because our children are not printers, they're not in the system, but half the time they are the ones who suffer most. The learners who, especially when they were cribbling, I still get letters from them, Dr. Polio. They've not been able to resolve their lives because the penalties are just too harsh for young people, and we can't ease those penalties because the integrity of the exam is very important. So that other learners who are very honest and who wrote the paper, we have to protect the integrity of the exam for everybody else.
Now, Heidi, of course, that concern over the rise in numbers of COVID-19 in the Eastern Cape, what has the minister said about that? They seem to believe that they have it under control.
Yes, definitely, Motshekga. The minister, together with her team, has indicated that they are very confident that they have a grip on the situation. They are very aware of concerning areas such as the Eastern Cape, as well as 2 areas within the Free State. Just on the 12th of November, we do understand that there were 93 candidates that tested positive, and of those 93, 53 were specifically in the Eastern Cape. But the minister has highlighted the fact that that 90% of learners wrote on the 12th of November. And because of the paper that was written, it was maths as well as maths literacy. More students had attended these writing centres, and this is why the numbers were so high. But they say on an average it's about 2 to 3 learners that test positive for COVID, so they believe they have it under control. They have the health department facilitating this process. They have specific centres to isolate any learner that shows any kind of COVID-19 system, but they are aware of the hotspots and the concerning areas such as the Eastern Cape, and they say that they're working very closely with the department. Invigilators are well informed and well equipped to deal with this when these candidates do test positive for COVID-19.
Thank you very much. That was reporter Heidi Giokos coming to us live from Pretoria.